enjoyed yourself on the golf course. I want to start by saying a huge thank you to the membership and especially the LGA and the GGG for the contributions to the Hurricane Relief Fund for the employees. See what happens? It's very special. You all are wonderful people, and it's just a pleasure to be associated with a great club like this that cares about their employees. So we had 7 employees that were severely affected by the hurricane. And it ranged from some home damage to flooded out cars, and we helped pay for their deductibles and stuff like that. And hopefully I can get through this without making a fool of myself. But I invited Dana here. Dana Humphreys, I don't know if you know him, he's the guy behind the scenes that helps me run the community. He's the facilities manager. And I asked Dana if he would say a few words, and he's like, Tim, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can get through it. I go, well, Dana, I'm not sure I can get through it. But anyways, we're here to support each other. So Dana was affected the most of all of our employees. And let me just tell you a little bit about Dana. So first of all, he helps take care of all the facilities here. He makes sure that the air conditioning is working, hopefully, in the summer months. The carpets are clean, the housekeeping, the electric, I mean, just anything and everything to run the community. He does the seal coating on the streets in the summer months. He helps me with large projects. Back in 2017, he was my right hand for doing the Eagle's Nest construction. So he's sort of like a guy on Cheers. You remember watching that show? Norm. No, what Norm? I'm talking about Cliff, the mailman. He had the extra tooth in the back, which gave him extra knowledge, a little bit of extra knowledge about everything. Well, that's Dana. He's got an extra tooth. I've always said that. Dana means so much to me, a guy that has the biggest heart you could ever think of. So Dana and I go back, and I'll date myself here, to 1992. I was fresh out of college, and Dana was a facilities manager at Eagle Creek. And when I arrived there, Dana enjoyed playing practical jokes on me, picking on me because I was the guy fresh out of college and I knew everything. He took offense to that because he's like, Tim, I'm the guy with the extra tooth. But Dana and I formed a bond way back, right out of college. College for me, I don't know how old he was. You're like 30 years older than me, right? So I left Eagle Creek and hired him at my next club as my facilities manager. And then I hired him at another club as my facilities manager. So Dana and I have been together. It'll be 30 years next month.
I've never worked with the same guy so many times in my life.
I love Dana and the misfortune that he had through the hurricane. So how many years did you live in your house?
Since 1985.
You've lived there since 1985. He lives just south of the airport. So if you've seen any pictures, and I say the airport, the Naples airport, if you've seen any of the pictures, there's about 2 or 3 feet of water with white caps on the Naples runway. And he's, you're 200 yards off the back of the runway, probably. 1,000 yards off the back of the runway on the south side. So he's never been flooded out. So this hurricane comes along, and he had a foot of water in his house. Foot and a half, I'm sorry. The extra tooth. So I didn't want to shortchange it. But he's lost many years of possessions, and from 3 cars to all this furniture, everything floated out of his kitchen cabinets. He said it was like a tacketing around his ankles, and it broke my heart I was communicating with him during the storm, and he sends me a picture of he and his wife walking down the street with a canoe with the only belongings that they could get out, which were in the canoe. So they were walking down their street. So Dana's been through it all, and what you've all done has been an enormous help, and we're going to make this guy whole, and he's going to get back on his feet. Before I hand this over to Dana, if he can say something, and I don't mean this to be a pity party, but this guy, he works, he does anything and everything I could ever ask for, obviously, for 30 years. So he's up in Fort Myers looking to replace his cars. And he's with his wife, and his wife has a stroke. So this guy's been through it. And I know Wanda. I know Wanda well, his wife, and she's a lovely lady. Thank God Dana, with that extra tooth, recognized her having a stroke. Googled hospital, because they're in Fort Myers, and within 10 or 12 minutes, he had her to the hospital. He diagnosed her, got her to the hospital. She got the shot to dissolve the clot buster, and she's probably 99% recovered, thank God. So, we're very blessed with that. A lot of people were praying for Dana and his wife, and Dana and his family mean a lot to me and my family and Forest Glen. So I don't know if he could say anything, but from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for taking care of all the employees, and especially Dana here. Your contributions make a huge difference. Can you say anything?
I just want to say, at 68 years old, I thought I'd lost everything. And thanks to you people, you got me around the corner, and now I can see the light at the end of the proverbial tunnel. And so thank you very much. I don't know how I'll ever repay you. I guess I won't be able to retire until about 105. So anyway, thank you very much.
You're welcome.